तो उसने बोला ये तो जिग्ना वोरा स्कूप वाली है. तो and I just turned and she turned and we laughed. For meditation, I keep on traveling to various meditation camp. I used to go to Banaras, and if you go to Banaras and if you don't have chart, then that will be injustice to Banaras, I feel so.
See, what has happened is, if you see how the Indian medicine has evolved, now where does nutrition base come from? It comes from Ayurveda itself.
Dealing with society, वो डर लगता था that what if somebody Sonavali will recognize me when I'm walking on road. And look at the transition that time. Maybe people you must have told in the area that oh she's Jigna, jail में जाके आई. और अभी when I go out, somebody just 2-3 days ago वो market में थी तो कोई lady बाजू में से गई किसी के साथ थी तो उसने बोला ये तो जिग्ना वोरा स्कूप वाली है. तो and I just turned and she turned and we laughed. So, matlab, there is a transition.
So, Jigna, thank you so much, first of all, to be here and do this. Not very few people are quite open to talk about their health journey. They usually keep their health journey as a secret, but you are here and you are having this conversation with us, so it takes a lot of gut, because health journey, I feel it's quite personal. Yes. It's very personal, very emotional. When you speak about food, when you speak about your mental state, it is very emotional and a personal journey, but you are here to share that with us. I'm so glad you're doing this.
Thank you, Sonali. Actually, you have been a part of my health journey. So it was in a way to, let people know that how health is important to us. So somewhere you have I have got a good platform to share my journey as far as health is concerned. Nice. So I feel it's a great privilege for me to be here with you.
Thank you. So before even I start this conversation, I'm very curious to understand what was that one trigger point. See, I think everybody has a trigger points when they feel like, okay, that's it. Now I need to work on my health. I have done enough. I have just played with my health, but this is the time for me to take charge and work on myself. It could be for few people, they do a blood test, and when they see that the parameters are all over the place, that's where they feel like, listen, I need to do something. So for you, was there any trigger where you felt like, okay, hold on, I need to take charge of my health and I need to work on it?
Yes, there was a trigger point. I don't know when I visited you in 2019 or 20. Right. I must have shared this with you. I used to get lot of craving for sugar, which is very unusual. Though I'm a Gujarati, but I'm not a sweet, person. I would not. But suddenly, before I visited you, I used to get so much of sweet craving that I used to order a cake which is 1 kg or a half kg, and I used to tell my son, "Chal na mangate." Now everything is there available on your phone. So I just used to order, and my son used to not eat. He will have one bite, and I would eat it full in 2-3 days. I will complete that 1 kg cake, and then I realized it. This is not me, and I've seen my mom, going through this stage. Yeah. So she was also obese, and I realized this is something I have to really now stand up and take something. This is serious. I cannot continue doing this. Yeah. So that was probably the trigger point which led me to come to you.
So when you started with the journey, I'm sure you had a lot of thoughts in your mind, whether it is going to work for you, whether it won't be able to work on you. And I know it's been right from 2019 up till now, you're still in the process, because I always tell this to everybody that working on your health is a process. You can't say that I've done this for 6 months or 8 months and that's about it. You have to then adapt that new lifestyle and live with it. So I'm sure you had a lot of things in your mind that time, but what made you kept going every day? Did you had any thought process that kept you going every day, or was there any routine that you followed initially on the program?
For me, it was really very difficult to just, get myself in that frame of mind that I'm just supposed to be on food replacement. Right. That was initially, it was very tough, right. Because on you are constantly, your brain is so wired, right, that you may not be hungry, but you may feel that no, you want to eat something. And 4 5 years before that, the journey what I had it, like I was literally deprived of food, and then food was something which used to give me happiness.
Right. Comfort.
And for not for me, I think so, for many people food is a way of finding happiness.
Right.
The happiness which we are looking at, something different.
Right.
फूड खाने से हम लोग को लगता है कि oh I'm happy,
Yeah.
but you don't know that how much damage we are doing it. And by the time we realize it, it's too late. Like for me, when I came to your office and when I was standing on a scale, I was like, oh God, I'm on 90 kg. How is it possible? Because in 2012 I was 64.
Right. You're 64 kilos.
Yeah, when I came out of jail after the incident, like I had lost
Lot of weight.
15 to 16 kgs. And for me, like, oh God, I'm on 90 was a big shock to me. I could not digest that. And you told, no, it is like, I was not able to believe the scale. I told some gadbad hai isme. But that was the fact.
Yeah, that was the fact.
You don't realize
Reality
it.
check.
Yes, you don't realize it because it's a slow process. Gradually you are increasing weight and health also, and your age is taking a toll on you. So it was a gradual slow process, but when it happened, I was like totally out of my control. I thought that wow, just 10 kgs and I'll be 100 what my mom used to be.
Right.
So yeah, it was really tough for me to accept it. I used to take my shake, in court. I used to have half replacement in morning. Then one lunch pack I used to take with me with a bottle and shaker. And then I used to come back at 6:30 and have my half pack and night dinner. That's how my schedule was. But then suddenly court case got over, and it was like a party time. And yes, I had a nice time. Yeah, celebration and lot of traveling basically. For meditation, I keep on traveling to various meditation camp. I used to go to Banaras, and if you go to Banaras and if you don't have chart, then that will be injustice to Banaras, I feel. So and then you go to Vipassana. There you have to eat the food what is available. You cannot demand that I want this only.
Right.
And so that made a lot of difference, and that's why I kept on relapsing. And I think stage 2 is more difficult, I think so, to sustain. First month to nikal jata hai because you are mentally prepared. You have to mentally prepare yourself. This is more of a mental journey, I feel, than about a food basically. Because your stomach has to, your brain has to command to your stomach, Baba, no, you are supposed to. And I used to really do that. That, I just kept on telling that no, I'm not hungry, I'm not supposed to eat. मैंने घर से सब कुछ रेफ्रिजरेटर सब खाली कर दिया था.
So that you don't see anything and feel tempted to eat.
And I used to tell Uzma, your colleague, I used to tell her that I started watching reels and more of food reels. And that I used to just see reels. That time TikTok bhi tha shayad, I don't know. And I used to just see food blog. And then I used to feel, okay, maine kha liya. And Uzma used to laugh. What are you? This is something new I'm hearing. Well, this is a therapy for me. I used to say, oh, main sab dekh I used to feel satisfied that and really it worked.
Yeah. You're also fond of cooking, right? You have been cooking. You have been also catering to lot of friends, family, parties. So were you cooking during the time when you were actually working on your health and you're consciously eating and understanding that, okay, I have to eat, not comfort eat. So were you cooking at that time?
I used to. There is in winter season, we make undiyu.
Right.
which is very famous Gujju
Yeah,
dish.
everybody has
So
tasted
that
it.
starts from December till February. So every Sunday I used to make 50 kgs of undiyu for selling. And I used to send photos to Uzma, and I used to keep it on my status, and she used to tell, I hope you are not eating. Well, no, I'm not eating, I'm just preparing. So I used to take, I prepare very good missile. So I used to take order for missile with lot of oil tari. At one point of time, मुझे देख के भी कैसा तो भी लग रहा था कि so much oil I am putting it. But yes, that was happening side by side, and that's how.
You battled it out. Nice. Okay. What was the lowest weight that you achieved with Poshan? And I'm sure it took a while, but
You must be having my card. So I started at 89 and I reached 71.
71 was the lowest I guess we achieved. And how was the feeling like?
It was great that from double XL I came to large.
So, Jigna, I think when we first met, you did speak about few symptoms that you were facing, and I know that you did hit a perimenopause phase very early in your life. It could be also because of the emotional turmoil that you've been through. So, how was it? What were the symptoms that you were facing, and what was your coping mechanism?
Yeah, I was going through a very low emotional phase. As you rightly said, in previously I mentioned that for 9 months when I was in jail in 2012, food was basic necessity that time. So when I came out, as the thing about craziness about having burger, pizza, paneer butter masala, all the food I used to have, garlic butter naan and all. So slowly
You crept into comfort eating.
I used to go to kitchen, open my refrigerator, have that one, and used to one 5 star. Used to go to balcony, throw that wrapper, come back,
that
go
you
to
don't feel like
come back, go to bedroom, sit for 10 minutes again. ये दो दिन में मैं पैक खत्म करती थी family, and मैं मेरा मन मनाती थी यार मैं तो छोटू खा रही हूँ ना, I'm not eating full. But see how we do, and the weight I gained that 1 month was too much, but that all was because of menopause, I think so, and that all women go through this.
Right.
But once I started Poshan, I think lot of these problems were sorted out.
Right. I think it is also about awareness. Very few people are aware of the topic or what should be the coping mechanism. How can you actually get out of it? I think emotional eating or having to feel like okay you do have a problem with the food, you do treat food as a comfort. The first step is acceptance. Like you have to accept and acknowledge that yes, I have this problem. So I think you reached that level where you felt like this is a problem and I need to work on myself and I need to work on this issue. So that's the first step, I feel.
Acceptance in everywhere in life, wherever, if you are you are rock bottom, you have to accept it. Yes, the struggle starts.
Exactly. I think you said it correctly that every age your body is going to be reacting very differently and you have to accept that and act accordingly. The food that you used to digest in your 20s, you won't be able to digest in your 30s and so on and so forth in your 40s. So women has to accept that and change the pattern of their living, because I feel it's always women who suffer a lot of health complication, mostly because we consider our health as the last priority. Okay, so there's a career, you are a single mother, so of course you have to nurture your kid, you have to give best of the lifestyle that he is hoping for. And in all this process the health is kept at the last.
But I think so now with COVID, people are at least health conscious somewhat.
There's a shift in
Yes,
the paradigm.
because they have realized that अगर health ही अच्छा नहीं रहा तो आगे कुछ कर ही नहीं पाएंगे. So yes, COVID has been in that way a blessing sort of thing for the people who are not at all health conscious. That they should take up now in health should be a priority. I am into healing. So I see into tarot card, astrology. So people now do ask me questions related to their health. That health में तो कुछ नहीं problem होने वाला है. Earlier, like before, it was just people asking about marriage, career, money.
Yeah, straight cut demands.
This is the only three avenues in their life which is they are focused at. But now, yes, people are health conscious. So it is affected the people a lot who were not having certain type of a routine.
True.
In jail, sorry, but there was a routine. You have to get up at 4:30, 5 o'clock. You have to eat at 11 o'clock.
Right.
Then tea will come at 3:30.
Right.
Breakfast was at 8, 7:30, 8.
Right.
And night dinner used to be at 6:30.
Right.
So in default से intermittent fasting हो जाता था. Now on food replacement plan, if you see the sachet behind, you have certain grams of protein, carbs, everything written on it.
Right.
So in jail, this was also there.
Okay.
They had a chart. Suppose there are 300 inmates in jail, like a female, 300 female, and each person requires this much calories in a day because there is no physical work.
Right.
So they had planned the food accordingly. You cannot ask for two, portion, as you say, cut down on a portion. So that portion used to be 1 katori of chawal. If I'm not eating rice, I cannot ask for 2 katoris. And they used to, वो लोग सब weigh करते थे, सब्जी और सब कुछ, कि अगर 200-300 लोग हैं, तो per person इतना लगेगा, तो for 300 लोग इतना, like, I don't know, 100 kg or whatever kgs of सब्जी में require. वो even namak was they used to weigh it. Mirchi they used to weigh it and put it. So actually ऐसे manual देखा जाए तो they had planned it very properly. It was like how much nutrition you require in a day.
Right.
So वो systematic time to time बहुत होता था. So when you are in food replacement, I think so we also have to be on particular time. So all this helps in building your metabolism. I think so. You are much more into this, so you know better. But this is my experience that I know that I have to take 9:30 को मुझे breakfast वाला लेना ही है सच्चे. So I have to take it, no matter where I am. Like 1:30-2 बजे I am supposed to have it, and dinner I am supposed to have it. So timing, yes, you have a proper schedule of eating your stuff.
True.
That also helped, I think so.
So your body clock works accordingly, and of course, so when you time yourself, it makes easy to understand whether your brain is signaling right hunger pangs or is it a pseudo hunger pangs, which we discuss about that, like emotionally you feel like, okay, I'm going through so many things, so let me just find the comfort in food. Jigna, now that you have been on a health journey for quite some time, and I'm sure that you learned and adapt many lifestyle differences and changes, but I would like to know, do you have any morning routine? Is there any set morning routine that you follow?
Yeah, generally I get up at 4:30, 5 o'clock. I meditate, and as I stay alone, then I go to sleep. Then I get up till my dog is like, he will wake me up. So I wake up like around 7:38.
Okay.
And then I have hot water as of now.
Okay.
And then I will have a food replacement half sachet of coffee. That is at 9:30. So this is generally what morning is. I'm not a gym person. I don't go to walk. But in the evening, yes, I go for a swimming for 1 hour.
Yeah, swimming is one of
Yeah, I love swimming. I love swimming.
I know. And I'm sure you must have experienced that your body is working very differently once you started swimming.
Yes, now because of this perimenopause or menopause, I have a lot of issue of my back pain and my thighs and all muscles pain. But while I'm swimming, it helps a lot. There is no pain.
Right.
And as I'm into astrology, I told you, so I have my moon is weak. So as a remedy, we give that you should go for a swimming.
Right.
You should be near water bodies, basically. So that helped me a lot to be, mentally, swimming makes me a strong.
So I'm sure, Jigna, you were taking a help of a food replacement and you were supplementing yourself. So I'm sure you had few reservations before starting something like that. So did you had that things in your mind that whether this is going to trigger any issues in terms of my health? Did you feel that way?
Yes, yes. I was very scared earlier. And then gradually the family members kept on telling me, you are just on this food replacement plan. And what if kidneys get affected? What your
Yeah, the
livers get
classic questions.
affected?
Yeah.
Yes. And because, see, they are not aware about it.
True.
They don't know what it is. For them, it is like, oh, you are just having this much, so this may have some side effect. It is for sure. So I used to keep that quite quiet, and I used to keep on calling Riya और उसमें अरे कुछ होगा तो नहीं ना, इसमें किडनी लीवर तो नहीं कुछ बिगड़ने वाला है ना. But yes, 3 years, 4 years down the line, अब तक तो सब मेरा सही है. But yes, this is the fear generally people have, specifically family members.
True.
Because they are not they don't know anything about it, how this works.
Correct. See, what has happened is, if you see how the Indian medicine has evolved, now where does nutrition base come from? It comes from Ayurveda itself. Okay, so earlier also you must have seen your ancestor, your grandparents, giving you haldi, giving you turmeric tea whenever you have a throat issue, or giving you ginger, grated ginger when you have a throat issue. So that's when the nutrition came in picture. That is also a way of giving you a nutritional remedy, which is a secondary treatment as compared to allopathy. So I think there's a lack of awareness about the field, but I strongly believe that if you are taking any supplements or you're going to supplement yourself, you need to be under supervision of clinical nutritionist and a physician. So when I say clinical nutritionist, at least having 5 years of degree in clinical nutrition and dietetics, not your gym instructor, not somebody who has lost weight, transformed themselves, and now they call themselves as a nutritionist. So there are many hoax people available in the market who says and advocate themselves as a nutritionist. When you go to a doctor, do you check the degree? You do. You check whether he's a MBBS, he's MD, what specialization. Similar way, if you are seeking a nutritional help, you have to seek whether that person has a formal education in nutrition, what is the experience, in which field she's worked with, and then you can seek the supplements and its advice. So you should, this is not a over the counter treatment. So whenever you are supplementing yourself, you have to do it under supervision. You need to first go through all the factual situations, like whether you're medically suitable enough for it, genetically suitable enough for it. So here at a Poshan, how we go ahead is, step one, when a person comes to us, we don't decide what plan they are going to be on. First, we analyze their medical history, their genetic history, their lifestyle, how do they cater their lifestyle. So once we analyze all of these, then we decide, do we put them on a plan A, plan B, plan C. So not necessarily everybody coming to Poshan is on supplements, or they take total food replacement as a help to reach their health goals. It is not necessary. If somebody is having no deficiencies, their lifestyle is good, they are okay to eat healthy. And most important, I want to highlight this, that access to a good quality food. Because why it is such a successful formula, or such a successful way to lose weight or even maintain your weight, is because it is a good food, healthy food, and you have an access to it. So whenever a person start with a program, or they are trying to work on themselves, the first thing that comes in our mind is, how do I manage? How do I cook separately for myself? But in my family, this is what is been cooked. So when you have so many reservations, you say that, okay, I won't do it right now. Let me think about it after 6 months, So that's why this gets easier. But yes, you have to do it under supervision for sure.
But I had a deficiency of D3, I had a deficiency of B12, and with Poshan food replacement plan, I'm not just saying because we are doing this, but this is fact that all that deficiency had been, covered, I think so. Then I was not taking any supplement medicines along with it. I just remembered, as you rightly said now, that I had a lot of deficiency. yes.
True. By definition, food supplementation or fortification is told, or it is been promoted because food itself is lacking to service the body requirements of nutrients due to hybridization or overgrowing population and supplying. So that is why if you check the soil, it itself has changed drastically. There is a lot of content on the on the internet today, and people feel okay, मैं इनका diet plan follow करूँगा and I'll lose weight, or I will take care of my diabetes by following something like this.
It's not just about losing weight.
Obviously not.
It's much more than this. It's about being particular, being aware about your health,
Yeah.
and weight loss is, I think, a secondary,
it's a
which you, yes, byproduct. Yes, byproduct is the right word. So that's a byproduct, I think so. But because we are so conscious of our weight, not we, even me. Why should I lie? So everybody wants to come, size 0 and all that. But sorry, Indian women should be curvy, which I feel is right. Weight loss is just a bonus, I think. So with food replacement, at least you are becoming systematic. You become aware of the food. You stop eating junk food, which is the most important thing. Nowadays, kids, you see, they are more into junk food because the Swiggy, tomato, everything, as I rightly, then this is really very important. सब कुछ इतना easily मिल जाता है अपने को ना. So we are just, everybody wants French fries, ये वो वही खाना है.
Okay, so we are going to do a very quick quiz round. Okay, I'm just going to ask you 2 options. You have to select one. Okay, so this is just going to be a fun round. Okay, Jigna, here you go. So, chaat or mithai? What do you select?
Chaat.
Chaat. Yoga or weight training?
Yoga.
Reading book or watching Netflix?
Book. Reading book. You are asking this to an author.
Thepla or oatmeal?
Thepla.
Nice. Evening snacking or midnight snacking?
Evening.
Okay. Chai with friends or coffee with friends?
Chai with friends.
Nice. You did it fantastic.
Person Gucci, you are asking a thepla, which is all the things which I said is all the which things I told is totally no.
Yeah. One last question from my end. So, Scoop has been biggest hit of this season on Netflix. Everybody loved it, and finally, I think audience could see your side of a story.
Yes.
So now that your story is out and everybody's aware about your struggle and how things went for you, what is the one message that you would like to give your audience in terms of specifically women who are struggling or been through any phase in their life mentally? Or any familial pressure or issues, and they're battling depression or anxiety. So what is one message that you would like to give your audience?
So first and foremost, for everyone, whether it's women or men, whoever, if they are going through some downfall or some failure in life, first thing is to acceptance, accept the situation. Then surrender. That's what I always tell people. You surrender to anyone whom it can be person you are loving, it can be your family, it can be God, it can be some supreme power. And lastly, take baby step. Take each day as it is. You cannot
move mountains.
You have to just take a small, like even for my weight loss journey, I took each day as it is. Then gradually I took, I used to, अच्छा चल 5 days ना करना है कर लेती हूँ. Then I thought, okay, I'll do for 7 days. If I thought of अरे 1 महीना करना है, then I would have not been able to do. So this happens for everyone in all their life struggle. Everybody is fighting their own battles. Everybody is going through their own struggle. Just because mine is out in open looks to be huge, but no, a peon in our office may be having a struggle which is big for him. A maid will have a big struggle. For us, अपने को लगेगा अरे ये क्या है, ये तो कुछ भी नहीं है. For them it is a bigger thing. So yes, we just have to hold on. It's a matter of time. Whatever you are going through will definitely pass, And if at any point of time you feel you need outside help, please consult. please, there is you, whether it's a mental health or a physical, whatever, you should not run away from it.
Very true. I think health journey is also similar to what you have explained. And here at Poshan, that's what we are trying to create. You know, we are creating a platform where people can come and happily, or talk about their situation, their health situation, and feel comfortable that okay, there's somebody who's going to help them or look after them through journey, because you can't do this on your own.
Yeah, you need a holding hand, basically. Yes.
You need somebody to tell you, to remind you why did you started the program, why are you working on your health, and how it's going to positively benefit you. And it is like, you're gaining a confidence from one section of your life. So if you manage dealing and coping better with your health, you get that energy to cope up with other battles in your life. So it is so important.
Because you will feel from within good, no? You will feel positive. That if I was wearing double XL, extra double XL, and if I'm coming on large, I myself feel good. That no, it's not about looks. It's not at all about looks. मुझे जहाँ कहाँ जाके एक्टिंग करनी है, मुझे कहाँ जाके मॉडलिंग करनी है, कुछ नहीं करना है. But you will feel good and energetic from within. Otherwise, you feel very lethargic. Your back is paining, something or the other is paining, and there is full defective piece हो जाता है. So at least you gain that confidence that no, now you are able to, feel good. That's what I mean. At least it was for me like that. That no, I'm feeling good from within.
True. I feel relapses happens with everything. Once you acknowledge and know that, okay, you don't have to be hard on yourself if you go out and eat once, or you eat something which is more in calories. That's fine. You are always going to enjoy these type of foods, okay? But next day you have to come back and be in your routine. We just put things under the rug and we feel
we feel like a normal common person will feel, अरे मुझे कहाँ, and that's what I used to do. मुझे कहाँ मॉडलिंग करनी, मुझे थोड़ी एक्टिंग करना है, छोड़ना जाने देना, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, 1-2 किलो करते I reached, which was like shock to me. So I would wish, and I would really appeal people that don't go to that level.
See, there's a thin line about being healthy, but being internally also very healthy, and there's a thin line between that. You have a more of a fat in your body, and yes, you are inviting a lot of lifestyle disease. So when people say every size you should love, I also feel that
it's okay if you're comfortable, if you don't have anything other. Like if I gain weight, I start getting asthmatic, so I cannot climb stairs, and I stay in a building which doesn't have a lift.
Right.
So the moment I start, I can't walk properly. And yes, that then I understand weight. I cannot carry my own weight. Forget about looks wise. It's not at all about looks. My knees will start paining. And I'm still just 49-50. ऐसा भी नहीं है, I've reached 60-65. That okay, I'll do my knee replacement. But once my weight decreases, comes down, then there is no issue.
Right.
But yes, I have a lot of breathlessness the moment my weight increases. Now, because of I was on Poshan and food replacement, you won't believe, I visited Char Dham. I went to Kedarnath, and मुझे nebulizer की भी ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ी. Though I didn't climb, but we didn't took helicopter also. But yes, I did lot of swimming. I did lot of training in that. All this helped. But I'm sure one of my cousin was, she was obese, so she had lot of problem. So this was what I realized it. And everything in Char Dham, it is the charges of this horse ले लो, या that dolly ले लो, helicopter, everything is as per your weight. So my cousin used to tease me, अच्छा है तेरा weight loss हो गया है, तेरे को कम पैसा लग रहा है करके. So yes, that was a topping. Yeah.
Thank you, Jigna, for coming here and sharing your health journey and how it all went for you. I'm so happy that you trusted us with your health.
Yeah, thank you, Sonali. And I think so I still have a long way to go, and still you guys need to hold my hand, I feel so. So let's, we have to continue the journey, and let's see where I reach.
You have to bear with us for some
It's both the ways. We both of us have to bear with each other. Yeah, thank you.